Hello friends, welcome to our channel Trinetra and you are watching today's video on Atomic Habits written by James Clear. The book Atomic Habit tells us that why habit matters and how small and tiny changes brings a huge difference in our lives. All of us know the importance of habit building in our lives, but whenever we try to inculcate a good habit in our lives, then the first day we do it with all our enthusiasm, and as time passes by, our motivation gets faded, and soon we lose our interest and determination to continue the habit building process. Because whenever we try to build a habit, we expect a linear progress graph, but in reality, we get to notice the progress much later from our starting point. The phase where the change is unnoticeable is called the valley of disappointment, where most of us discontinue the habit building process due to lack of motivation. In this lag phase, the author guides us to do the right thing in order to successfully build a habit. He starts by giving us a practical calculation that if we do 1% better each day, then at the end of a year we will get 37.78% better, and if we do 1% worse each day, then we will get 0.03% worse at the end of each year. Habits are like the compound interest of self-improvement. The author says that in order to achieve something, do not make goals. Instead, focus on the system, because goals are directly related to the results, whereas system is related to the process needed to achieve those goals. For example, goals are helpful for giving a direction to our life, but if we want to progress, then systems matter the most. Because both winners and losers have the same goals, but the difference comes in their process of preparation and level of dedication. That's why the one who sets the goals and follows the proper system becomes the winner, and the one who does not take the required actions loses. Like every object is made of small particles called atoms, similarly, tiny changes or atomic habits bring remarkable changes in our lives. Since 1980, the performance of the British cycle riders degraded, and in 110 years, no British cyclist ever won the tournament Tour de France. As a consequence of this, the top bike manufacturers in Europe refused to sell bikes to the team because they were afraid that it would hurt sales if other professionals saw the Brits using their gears. But the fate of the team changed when Dave Brailsford was hired as their new performance director, because he believed in the concept of aggregation and marginal gains, which was the philosophy of searching for a tiny margin of improvement in everything you do. Brailsford began with making small adjustments for a professional cycling team, like redesign the bike seats to make them more comfortable and rubbed alcohol on the tires for better grip. They asked riders to wear overshorts to maintain idle muscle temperature while riding, and electrically heated biofeedback sensors to monitor how each athlete responded to a particular workout. The team tested various fabrics which were light and aerodynamic. But they did not stop there. Brailsford continued to find 1% improvement in overlooked and unexpected areas. They tested different types of massage gels to see which one led to the fastest muscle recovery. They hired a surgeon to teach each rider the best way to wash their hands to reduce the chances of catching a cold. They determined the type of pillow and mattresses that led to the best night's sleep. They even painted the inside of the team truck white, which helped them spot little bits of dust that would normally slip or get unnoticed, and could degrade the performance of the riders. As a result of all these accumulated 1% improvement, the British riders ultimately won 60% of gold in 2008 Olympic Games, and even since then they have been ruling the roads and the cycling tracks in Olympics and other tournaments. Generally, habits can be changed based on our outcome or based on our identity. Most of the people try to change their habits based on the outcomes they want to receive. But rather than this, we should focus on identity-based habits. For example, there are two persons who want to resist smoking. The person who wants to quit smoking based on the outcome will say, "No thanks, I'm trying to quit smoking." But the person who is trying identity-based change will say, "No thanks, I'm not a smoker." These are simple sentences, but the difference lies in the first case, the person wants to change the outcome but not his identity of being a smoker. But in the second case, the person believes himself to be a person who is not a smoker, and this belief of him not being a smoker makes it a part of his identity. Identity-based changes are long-lasting and efficient because whatever actions we take in our lives are generated or influenced by our sets of beliefs, and the repeated actions we take becomes a part of our identity. For example, whenever you write something, the identity of you becoming a writer increases. Whenever you influence people, the identity of you becoming a leader increases. So it is very important to decide who we want to be, because we are changing our identity, that is, to change our habit along with our belief system. Becoming the best version of ourselves requires us to continuously edit our beliefs and to upgrade and expand our identity. The real reason why habits matter is not because they can get us better results, but because they can change our thoughts about ourselves. If you like this video, then please do like, share and subscribe, and comment down below your review on this book review of Atomic Habits written by James Clear. Stay safe and stay tuned.